talk about how I believe that when you're creating your own philosophies and ways of life, how you could be perceived as insane and crazy for being creative, but what is madness? Isn't madness just somebody else's world and fantasy? There could be all kinds of things, chemical imbalances and things, but I noticed that when I played a fool on the online, I would just play around with other people because they wouldn't take me seriously for the way I think. But when you have sensitivities, anxiety, you're going to not look at life so lightheartedly. You're going to be pretty serious about it. I love life, I do, but sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I don't like it because of the way I feel. Nowadays is really good, but still there's challenges. But I lived, to see the horizon and see good. When I made my Existal idea, I was trying to make something where I felt that I had an individuality, something where it feels like it wasn't coming out of me and it was natural. And I didn't agree with religion because it manipulates people. I wanted to make something that would show more pure. I already know not to hurt others. It's not to hurt consciousnesses, life. It's not to hurt in existal mindsets. I make, pretty much what pleases me to live. I make my own creation, but people would fear something new, and they always fear it. They fear something that is not tested, but everything has to be tested to be learned. Everything has to be explored. People use religions and things, control others' minds. But in 2003, I was reading a book about going to hell, and when I read it, it scared the heck out of me. I threw away all my Final Fantasy games and things, anything that had anything to do with magic and things, because they made it seem like you were just going to go to hell. The fears of religion. I grew up studying about the Bible. I know the Bible by heart. I like the Lord God. I accept the Lord. But to me now, the Lord is an interpretation of existence, a way of looking at, a way to comfort it. People are simple sometimes. They don't want to look at what's more detailed and more difficult. It can scare somebody. It's hard to hold that in. It's hard to take that kind of reaction. You're gonna see something that's gonna change the world, and everything you see when you study more. But God does exist in you, in your heart. You are the creator in a way. You create for yourself, and there is no more beautiful way. And a lot of arguments that people have in the world is over pretty much being accepted and being called good. Yes, there is wrongs, and whatever hurts the consciousness should not be good. And pretty much to say Existal is pure because it's like a custom, do what you want to live like that, but don't hurt others. The main thing is not to suffer the consciousness. Although in life, it seems that anyone could do anything and everything is no consequence. Nothing is consequence. Even my own life. I could be wiped out and destroyed and the days would be sunny and bright. Even if all humanity was wiped out. It's a weird thing, but you live to make it good. You live to enjoy it, but you also give off whatever you live. And when I call myself Existal Hope, I was happy. I feel happy about having an individuality, and I would want, for other people to have that freedom too, not to feel constrained. Being afraid that you're bad is the worst thing. Of course, some people are going to mess around and ruin things with this sense of freedom. It seems that way, but you think for yourself as you go by. Everybody has one personality, and there's many facets, many ways about it. Me, I'm just having a good time in my own world, though. And I know that the actual world is a lot more detailed and difficult and more smarter than me and stuff. But just because somebody would be smarter doesn't mean their world and way of life is more right for me. Why else would people be trying to always find satisfaction? Because the way the world is nowadays pretty much just uses a lot of the common people, which is us, as workers to survive. We need to work that, but they utilize us for their riches. And we see a world that made me get anxiety filled and many others. I mean, I think that being creative in your philosophy in an existal way, for me, makes me have hope, makes me feel good. I know that I will be at peace. Others will be too, for always, for all the time. Whoever wants whatever they want. It's like in my lightheartedness, the existential idea is kind of like the materia or something like that. Mix and match whatever you want. I'm not saying crime and things are bad, no. Basically, the most important is dealing is to feel for the other's consciousness. Feel that for the other person's pains. I spend my days thinking about it. I mean, things don't interest me as much. I don't have interest other than something that makes life feel wonderful or something beautiful or creative. And then another thing is being looked at as a fool or crazy for being creative, but I'm quite real. I mean, I know what goes up and down, and I'm going to enjoy sharing my ideas online with people. I mean, I'm thankful for the things I learned from others and do that. I mean, I would put their ways into me. I put other ways into me just to prove that I'm not right. And existal way is not right, but it is also right because no one is absolutely correct. No one. You can have people praise, they go, oh Buddha, oh Muhammad, oh Jesus. It's not going to work for everybody. Even existal mindset will be like a madman says to someone else. I don't believe there is any correct way other than to live or exist, but you create for yourself and you be that way. And then the best attained mind is that you accept what other people do. I mean, they may weird you out, but you accept them. And that's important.